G'day, this is me until I can finally fix my webcam. And today, class, I will show you that I can create the perfect democracy that works for Canada. Yes, Canada. Just Canada, not the rest of the world. I'm not educated enough in other people's or countries' political blah blah blah. Now, what makes me qualified, you may ask? Absolutely nothing, but you're gonna watch this and think it's genius. Okay, ready? In Canada's parliamentary system, we have a party known as the Bloc Québécois. Now, their only job is to represent Quebec's interests, not Canada's, just Quebec. And honestly, you know what? I think that's kind of genius. They've been around since 1991, and their entire platform is essentially great for Quebec. Don't care about the rest. And you know what? They keep getting elected. Due to their sometimes large number of seats in parliament, ruling parties often have to make deals with them if they want to get stuff done. Now, I think that this is completely unfair and that every group in Canada needs their own bloc. Today, I'm going to introduce my 6 to 7 bloc party system. And yes, in honor of the Bloc Québécois being a French name, these blocs will also have French names. The Bloc Torontois. Now, yes, this bloc will consist of Toronto, mainly just Toronto. I don't know if the rest of Ontario even wants to join these guys. Their slogan is going to be Toronto is Canada. Their main policies would be to demand that the CN Tower be on the $100 bill, refuse to acknowledge that other cities exist, and pretty much just vote against anything that doesn't directly affect the six. Second, we will have the Bloc des Prairies. Now, their slogan will be We Feed You, remember that. Main policies would be mandatory canola oil subsidies, and any mention of a carbon tax will automatically trigger a revolt and possible separation. And plus, one of the main things on their docket will be to negotiate that the rest of Canada actually acknowledges that Regina is a decent city. Third, we will have the Bloc Albertain, or just Berta. Their slogan will be We Were Going to Leave Anyways. Main policies will be full oil sovereignty, demand that equalization payments be rebranded Alberta's Generosity Fund, introduce a bill every session to hold a referendum, never actually hold that referendum, and pretty much refuse to form any types of coalitions with anybody under any circumstances. Berta. Next, we have the Bloc Britanno-Colombien, which is pretty much just British Columbia. Their slogan will be, We are basically California. Policies will just be a lot of reform on psychedelics just being around everywhere, mandatory composting in Parliament, and they're going to try to squash the beef between them and Alberta. Let's see if they do that okay. And just a lot of BC Kush, a lot of Kush. Second last, we'll have the Bloc Maritime, which is basically our lovely maritime provinces. Their slogan will be, We're still here. A lot of their policies will just be trying to commodify lobsters more, kind of a monopoly on that market. And yeah, they'll probably also try to pass a law that allows them to club more seals. I don't understand why they love clubbing seals. Actually, you know what? I think the seals need their own block to get revenge, kind of make it equal. They can just fight it out and see who owns the Maritimes. And last but definitely not least, the Bloc Arctic, which will just be our lovely northern territories. And we'll just group in the Yukon there just because why not? Their slogan will be You only call when Russia shows up. Policies will mainly include sovereignty over ice, demand heated parliament seats, and point out that everyone kind of forgot about them until China sailed nearby. Yeah. Now you may say wizards, but nothing will get done. Well, that's the point, dumbass. Nothing gets done here anyways. Now, in the comments, you guys can tell me how much seats they should have in Parliament. And on that note, if y'all need me, I will be finding a way to short the Canadian Sovereign Wealth Fund. Adios, amigos.